Using intention and attention to move the energy in my body. How do I move the energy in my body? Why do I need to move the energy in my body? And an even more basic question, without any training, can I move the energy in my body? In this video, let's look at the answers to all these questions. Hi, this is Nirmala Shekhar, a coach and a body talk practitioner from Singapore, and we are currently looking at the needs of our energy body in a map of self-care. The chi in my body is already moving by itself. Why do I need to do anything special or anything different to move the chi or prana in my body? Let's explain this with an example of a network of roads in a city. In a city, we have a network of roads of different sizes, different types, and all of us have experienced times when we are caught in a heavy traffic. The traffic police then steps in to clear breakdowns and accidents and ensure that the traffic in this network is flowing smoothly. And as experienced drivers, we often look out for symptoms of a traffic block or heavy traffic in a particular route, and then look for alternate routes to go to our destination. Our energy body works very similarly. We have a huge network of channels in our energy body. They are called meridians or nadis or given other names in different systems. And just like the roads in a city, our channels are of different kinds and different sizes. We have long channels, short ones, wide, narrow, deep, superficial. We have them all in our energy body. And just like the traffic in a city, sometimes the energy gets blocked along these channels and needs outside intervention to shift the blockage. And that's where consciously moving the chi or prana becomes crucial to ensure that the flow of energy is going smoothly. Another reason why we would want to move the chi or prana is to repattern and ensure that the energy moves along regular patterns. Our energy moves in regular pathways, and sometimes it needs a little nudge to ensure it stays in the same pathway. This is just like the systems that a traffic police may ensure to make sure that the drivers are driving along the correct side of the road and also staying in their own lanes as much as is possible. Many of us have this basic question, I'm not trained in any energy modality. Can I move the energy in my body? The answer is a very big yes. We are not trained in any breathing techniques, and yet all of us are breathing all the time. And when we talk of breathing techniques, it's just being aware of our breath patterns and then doing something to shift the breathing pattern in a way that is beneficial to the entire body. Similarly, when we talk about moving energy, we are talking about moving the energy consciously with our intention and attention. Let me give you a simple analogy. When we go to any spectator sports, there is often a team of media people that are covering the action both on the field and off the field. And there are thousands and thousands of spectators in the stands and a lot of action happening on the field. So at any given time, how does a camera person know where to focus and where the action is? And one of the ways that they probably do this is by coordinating between the entire team, and then ensuring that a camera person, is assigned a particular part of the field or a particular section of the audience. This then is setting the intention for that camera. We are assigning the intention for that camera. Once this intention is set, then the particular person, whoever is operating the camera, watches for that particular area that has been assigned to them and look for any suitable action that they have to cover. That looking for action is the attention. So without this intention and attention, that particular camera person is not able to be effective as a camera person. Similarly, in our body, at any given point in time, there are millions and millions of interactions that are taking place both in our physical body and in our energy body. If that is the case, how do I know where to look and what to do? And that's where the intention and attention comes in very handy. So firstly, I need to set the intention of moving energy. How do I set intention? Especially in the beginning stages, intention would be to give ourselves permission to move energy. Many of us, we believe that we can't do this. And so giving ourselves permission becomes very crucial in being able to move the energy. The second aspect of the intention setting is to clear our mind of all other distractions. And what that means is, instead of looking at the action that is taking place all over the field and in all the spectator stands, I'm just zooming in on one particular area. So instead of focusing on the thousands of things that are happening around me, I'm just focusing my attention on moving energy in a particular part of the body. So that then is the intention. The next step is attention. And attention means just being alert to what is happening. Being alert means I'm just tuning in. I'm not doing anything. I'm just watching. Watching and being ready to do whatever needs to be done. So, intention and attention become very crucial in moving energy in the body. So, I have set my intention and I have got my attention. What do I do next? We have many different modalities in the area of energy medicine. And most of these modalities use one common tool. Most modalities use our hands as the tool to move energy. Our hands are like magnets and they help to move the energy. So we tune in with our hands and then move the energy. So let me give an example. Let's say we want to repattern or ensure that the energy in the heart meridian is flowing smoothly. So the heart meridian begins at our armpits and flows along the side till the little finger. So now I'm going to place my hand here. So I'm tuning into the energy of the starting point of the heart meridian, and then with the intention and with the attention, I'm just going to move the energy till here. Initially, I may need to do this very slowly because I am still refining my awareness and I'm still practicing it. But with regular practice, it becomes very easy, right? So I start moving my hand with intention and attention, and I repattern the energy of the heart meridian. And if I'm starting, I may feel nothing. I pay attention all the time, really deep, concentrated attention, and still I see nothing, I feel nothing. And that is because it is only with our self awareness that we are able to pick up the shifts in the energy. And so, in the initial stages, I may feel nothing, and that's perfectly all right. Let's be patient with ourselves as we take that leap of faith to do the work without feeling anything. And in course of time, we will start feeling the shifts. It may not be in our hands, but I may feel a certain lightness, or I may feel happier, or I may feel something else. And what is that something else that I'm feeling? I will only know if I'm paying attention. And that's where the intention and the attention go hand in hand. The other tools that we can use are our fingers. So our fingers are very useful when we want to press particular points in the energy body. So let's say I want to press a particular point in the center of my palm. I would use a finger like this, or I may use a notch of 3 fingers to press the point, or I could use specific tools like the end point of pencils. And if you're picking an end point of a pencil, I would suggest a rounded end rather than a sharp one. Or you could pick any of these tools as well for us to use. Depending on the size of the area that we are going to be pressing, we could use a particular end. So these are some of the tools that we can use, especially for acupressure, reflexology, or pressing and clearing stagnation in a particular point. The other tools that we can use are crystals. So if I'm tracing my heart meridian, I could use a crystal. This is a selenite crystal, and I could keep this in my hand and move and trace with this crystal. Or if I have a pain in a particular part of the body, I could just hold the crystal. This is a very gentle way of working with the energy. And the crystal has specific crystals have specific properties. With practice, you would be able to feel which one needs to be done. Or there are a lot of information online as well, and we could pick a crystal. The other way of using crystals is to pick any particular crystal and use it at a acupressure point. So this is heart 8, and I could probably just use this. We have another tool that we could use, which is a brush. And the brush with all its bristles is fantastic for breaking stagnant chi or stagnant prana in a particular area, especially if we have a tightness or mild pain in a particular area. So I wouldn't recommend this technique if we are having like very extreme pain. Wherever there is extreme pain, we don't want to do anything in that area. Definitely, we do not want to do this if there is an open cut or there is a torn muscle, a ligament, or a tendon, or even a fracture. So we don't want to use this particular technique in any of those situations. But if we have stiffness in a particular area, stiffness here, and we could just gently hit with the brush, and that's going to break up the stagnant chi. And done regularly, it's going to be helpful. So these are some of the tools that we can use at home. Of course, if we have something more difficult to manage, then we would seek expert opinions. And there are specialists who are trained to use other tools like acupuncture needles or moxa steps or bundles, moxa bundles. So these are some of the tools that we can use to move the energy, chi or prana in our body. Once we know we can move the chi or prana with intention and attention, Then we can start picking up specific tools or techniques to help us in various situations. In the next video, we shall be looking at energy tools to support our digestive system. Thank you for joining me. This is Nirmala Shekhar signing off. Bye bye. Namaste. Do subscribe and hit the bell button for more weekly content on self-care. And if you want even more actionable content on self-care, do join me in the Facebook group for weekly lives, discussions, and more tips.